Hi, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It's Linda, and I thought I would do a little tutorial on how to sound more like Israel when we're doing number 80, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, What a Wonderful World. It does sound good in some parts when we mix in the old and the new together, but some parts it would sound a little bit better if we were all following what's actually on the page. There are a lot of cues on the page, and I'm just going to help you understand them. So my number one tip is to watch the video of Israel performing his song, his version of the song. Repetition will get that version more solidly in your head. The strum is difficult. He uses a very intricate strum. I'm not even going to try and replicate it because it's going to sound bad. So I just do down, down, up, down. I found that's kind of my go-to strum when I want a little bit more than just a down, up rhythm. There's another video on how to do somewhere. It's just got a little bit more rhythm than just it's got some beat in it, this song. Well, every song has a beat. That was a dumb thing to say. I'm gonna keep moving on. I'm only doing, okay, this is my third take, confession. All right, so as you listen to Israel, you will learn, like the oohing in the beginning, that's all his. You will learn how that sounds. I'm going to help you understand Somewhere Over the Rainbow parts. So at least three different points in the song, there are the words somewhere over the rainbow. There are arrows in those parts that help you know how to sing it. They all start on that C note. The first line doesn't have any arrows in it, so it sounds like somewhere. Same note, there's no up or down. Somewhere over the rainbow. The second time, there's an arrow going down. Somewhere over the rainbow. That's a cue to go down on where? Somewhere. And the third one has an arrow going up on where? Somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. It's really simple. All right. The next part I'm going to go over is another part that has arrows. The fourth line, at the end of the fourth line, dreams really do come true. I think you're starting to hear how that part goes. Dreams really do come true, true, true. So the arrow on after the F, the first arrow going up is a cue to go if you can. If you can't, just find something that feels great for you. So then you see a couple lines down. Oh, it's going to help if you have your paper in front of you, by the way. If you don't, stop the tape, go back to the beginning and get your paper. All right, then you see the part that goes, why can't I? It's the same. All right, so those two parts are the same, but then it changes when you get to the end of the song. Go down to like the fifth line from the bottom where it says world. What a wonderful world, world. You see after the F, it's not an up arrow this time, it's a down arrow. So I can tell, I can feel in the room, oh, something's different here, I'm not sure what to do. This is what you do. World, world. The same at the very last line. Why can't you can just practice those. You'll get them eventually. Or not. It's all good. Okay. I don't want you to think that we all have to do it this way. This is just, if you want to sound more like Israel, these little tips will help you sound more like Israel. All right. There's another line that he does differently than the old version of the song, and that is the second line. The dreams that you dream of. Dreams that you dream of. In the old version of this song, it sounds like, and the dreams that you dream of. So it goes all over the place. That is not the way he does it. He stays all in the same note. So it's, and the dreams that you dream of. Dreams that you dream of. can see that sounds more like Israel, right? So there's no information on that page that tells you that, but you can just try and remember or write a little line like in there. That line comes a couple of times, and he always does it that same way. He stays on that same note. Dreams that you dream of. All right, so there's another little thing that can help you sound more like Israel. All right, so now we're gonna look at a particular line. Well, I see trees of green. So look at that line. Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you. There are several parts in this line that sound very different from the original. Not so much in the first half, but in the second half. So the first difference is, well, I see trees of green is the old version. Trees of green. So of green are close together. He does trees of green. Here it's the cadence, right? It's the trees of green instead of trees of green. Trees of green and red roses too. I think they both have that in common, the F before the red roses too. Maybe he throws the and in there. I don't think the and was in the original version, so you probably will have no part doing F red roses too. Then it gets tricky because the old version goes, I'll watch them bloom for me and you. So in the old version, the F comes first. F, I'll watch them bloom for me and you. So the F comes before I'll, and the E7 comes before for. So the old version, again, listen, this is the way not to do it. I'll watch them bloom for me and you. That's the old version. Israel's version is, I'll watch them bloom. Oops, wrong chord. I'll watch them bloom for me and you. I'll watch them bloom for me and you. You see how they're very different. And when we're doing different things here, in my personal opinion, is it doesn't sound so hot. I would love us all to get on the same page. And the beauty of this line is that if you just follow what's actually there, right? If you do I'll on the F chord, I'll watch them bloom for me and you. You'll get it. So practice that line. Now I'm going to end with one more clue, and this is probably the most important. When he does, I think to myself, you probably notice that in the room people are doing it differently. Some people are doing, and I think to myself, think to myself. That's the old version. And we've heard it so many times, it's in our brains. But that's not Israel's version. And personally, I don't think it sounds terrible when I hear both in the room. It doesn't bug me. But if a few more of us were doing the newer version, Israel's version, I think it would sound fantastic. And if you personally want to sound more like Israel, this is a big way that you can sound more like him, is do that F chord first. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. All right, so I think you just have to practice that. And I think to myself, and I think to myself. You'll just practice it and it will come. Thanks for listening to this video. I'll see you at a jam. Bye-bye.